Little Dino's Big Heart. In a lush, green valley surrounded by towering mountains, there lived a little dinosaur named Dino. Dino was small compared to the other dinosaurs, but he had something much bigger than his size: his heart. Dino was kind, caring, and always eager to help others, even when they didn't ask for it. One sunny morning, Dino was wandering through the forest when he saw a triceratops named Trixie struggling to reach some juicy leaves from a tall tree. Dino smiled and said, "Let me help you, Trixie." He found a sturdy stick, nudged the branch down, and watched as Trixie happily munched on the leaves. "Thank you, Dino." Trixie beamed. "You're always so helpful." Dino just shrugged and said, "It's nothing. I love helping friends." As Dino continued his walk, he heard a soft sobbing sound. Following it, he found Terry, the little pterodactyl, sitting by a rock with a worried look on his face. "What's wrong, Terry?" Dino asked gently. "I tried to fly too high, and now I'm too scared to fly back down," Terry sniffled. Dino thought for a moment and then said, "I have an idea. Hop onto my back, and I'll take you down safely." With a little hop, Terry climbed onto Dino's back, and together they slowly made their way down to the soft ground. "Wow, Dino! You saved me!" Terry cheered. "You're the best friend ever." Dino grinned, feeling warm inside. Later that afternoon, a loud roar echoed through the valley. It was Bruno, the big, grumpy T-Rex, stomping around angrily. "I lost my favorite rock, and I can't find it anywhere," he growled. The other dinosaurs were too afraid to approach him, but Dino bravely stepped forward. "Don't worry, Bruno. I'll help you find it," Dino said with a smile. Together, they searched the valley, looking under bushes and behind rocks until Dino finally found Bruno's shiny blue stone near the river. "Here it is," Dino shouted happily. Bruno's frown turned into a wide grin. "Thanks, Dino. You're pretty great for such a little guy." Word of Dino's kindness spread throughout the valley. Soon, everyone realized that it wasn't Dino's size that made him special, but his big, caring heart. One evening, Dino's friends gathered around him. Trixie, Terry, and even Bruno stood before him with smiles. "Dino, we want to say thank you," Trixie said. "You're always helping us, and now we want to do something for you." Dino's eyes widened in surprise as his friends revealed a big pile of Dino's favorite fruit, sweet, juicy berries. "For me?" Dino asked, touched by their kindness. "Of course," Terry chirped, "because you're the best friend anyone could have." Dino smiled and realized something important. Being kind didn't just help others, it made him feel happy too. Moral of the story: true greatness comes from kindness, not size. A big heart can make the biggest difference. Please like and subscribe for more fun videos. Happy learning!
The Lazy Dino and the Wise Lion. Once upon a time, in a lush green valley, there lived a dinosaur named Dino. He was a big, friendly brontosaurus, but he had one problem. He was incredibly lazy. While other dinosaurs ran, played, and worked hard to gather food, Dino preferred to lie under a tree all day, munching on leaves. One sunny morning, as Dino lay in the shade, his friend, a busy little triceratops named Trixie, called out, "Dino, come help us gather fruits before the rainy season starts." Dino yawned. "Why bother? There's plenty of food now. I'll just eat whenever I'm hungry." Trixie shook her head. "You should prepare, Dino. You never know when food might become scarce." But Dino just laughed. "I'll be fine." As the days passed, Dino continued his lazy habits. He ignored his friends' warnings and didn't store food. One day, a wise old lion named Leo, who lived at the edge of the valley, came to visit. Leo had heard about Dino's laziness and decided to teach him a lesson. "Dino," he said kindly, "what will you do when the rains come and food is hard to find?" Dino shrugged. "I'll figure it out later." Leo nodded. "Let me tell you a story. Once, there was a grasshopper who spent all summer singing while the ants worked hard gathering food. When winter came, the ants had plenty to eat, but the grasshopper had nothing. He regretted his laziness too late. Dino blinked. "That's just a story. I'll be fine." Leo sighed but didn't argue. He knew nature would soon teach Dino a lesson. A few weeks later, dark clouds covered the sky. The rainy season arrived, bringing heavy storms. The trees swayed violently, and many fruits were washed away. The ground became too muddy to walk on, and the plants that Dino loved to eat were scarce. Dino's stomach rumbled. He went to his friends, hoping to share their food. But they had worked hard and had just enough for themselves. "We warned you, Dino," Trixie said sadly. "If you had helped us, you wouldn't be hungry now." Dino realized his mistake. He trudged through the valley, searching for food, but there was none to be found. Just then Leo appeared. He had stored extra food in his cave. "Come, Dino," he said. "You can share my food, but promise me that you will change your ways." Dino, grateful and ashamed, nodded. "Promise, Leo. From now on, I'll work hard and prepare for the future." True to his word, when the rains ended and the valley bloomed again, Dino became the most hard-working dinosaur in the valley. He gathered food, helped his friends, and never wasted a single day. Moral of the story: hard work and preparation lead to success, while laziness brings regret. Please like, subscribe, share, and visit our channel for more fun videos.
The Lion and the Dinosaur, a lesson in bravery. Once upon a time, in a vast and golden savannah, lived a proud lion named Leo. He was strong and brave, and all the animals respected him. But there was one thing Leo feared: the Cave of Echoes. The Cave of Echoes lay at the edge of the savannah, near the great mountains. Strange noises would come from it at night: growls, roars, and deep, rumbling sounds. The animals whispered that a fearsome creature lived inside. One day, a little monkey named Tycho ran to Leo, panting.
"Leo,
My little sister is lost. I saw her go near the Cave of Echoes." Leo's heart pounded. He didn't want to go near that cave. But he was the king of the savannah. He had to help. Taking a deep breath, Leo strode toward the cave. The closer he got, the louder the strange sounds became. His paws trembled, but he kept going. Inside the cave, it was dark and chilly. Suddenly, a loud roar echoed through the walls. Leo's fur stood on end. Then thud, thud, thud. Heavy footsteps approached. Out of the shadows stepped a dinosaur. Leo had never seen such a creature before. It was massive, with green, scaly skin and bright yellow eyes. "Who dares enter my cave?" the dinosaur growled. Leo gulped but stood tall. "I am Leo, king of the savannah. I am looking for a little monkey. Have you seen her?" The dinosaur tilted his head. "A monkey?
oh,
You mean the small, playful one? She climbed into my cave and got stuck between some rocks. I was trying to free her." Just then, a tiny voice squeaked, "Help!" Leo and the dinosaur rushed toward the sound. With his strong paws, Leo lifted the rocks, and the dinosaur gently nudged the little monkey free.
"Thank you," she chirped.
Leo turned to the dinosaur. You're not a monster?" The dinosaur chuckled. "Of course not. My name is Dino. I live here because I like the quiet. But everyone thinks I'm scary, so they stay away." Leo smiled. "I was scared too. But now I see you're kind and helpful. I misjudged you." From that day on, Leo and Dino became great friends. And the animals of the savannah learned an important lesson: sometimes fear comes from not understanding something. Moral of the story: bravery isn't about having no fear. It's about facing your fears and discovering the truth. Please like and subscribe for more fun videos. Happy learning!
Little Dino and the Hungry Bird. Once upon a time, in the heart of Dino Valley, there lived a little dinosaur named Rex. Rex was a friendly, kind-hearted T-Rex with a big heart and a gentle smile. He loved exploring the valley and playing with his friends Stego, Triny, Velvy, and Ptero. But today, Rex had set out on an adventure all by himself. It was a bright and sunny morning when Rex wandered into a lush green forest filled with towering trees and colorful flowers. As he explored, he heard a tiny voice calling out, "Help! Help!" Curious, Rex followed the sound and soon spotted a small bird perched on a branch, looking sad and hungry. "Hello there," Rex called out. "Why do you look so sad?" The bird looked up and chirped, "I'm hungry and I can't find any food. I've searched everywhere, but all the berries and worms are gone." Rex's heart went out to the little bird. "Don't worry. I'll help you find food," he said with a big smile. The little bird's eyes brightened. "Really? You would do that for me?" "Of course," Rex said proudly. "I'm your friend, and friends help each other." Rex had an idea. "Follow me. I know just the place where we can find some delicious fruit." Together, Rex and the little bird trekked through the forest. Rex led the way, using his large, strong legs to push aside branches and clear the path. They came to a giant tree with bright, shiny fruits hanging from its branches. The bird's eyes widened in delight. "This is amazing," the bird chirped. "Look at all the food." Rex nodded. "It's all yours. Help yourself." The bird eagerly flew up to the tree and pecked at the fruit, gobbling it down happily. Rex waited patiently on the ground, watching his new friend enjoy the meal. But after a while, the bird stopped eating and looked down at Rex. "I'm so full. Thank you for sharing this with me, Rex. But I feel guilty. You helped me so much, and I didn't even think about how hungry you might be." Rex chuckled. "It's okay. I don't need food right now. Helping you made me happy. Plus, it's fun having a friend to share adventures with." The bird flapped its wings excitedly. "You're a true friend, Rex. Thank you for teaching me that helping others is the best kind of gift." Rex smiled, feeling warm inside. That's what friends are for. We help each other no matter what. Just as they were about to leave, Stego, Triny, and Velvy came walking through the forest, looking for Rex. When they saw the little bird, they smiled and said, "What's going on here, Rex?" Rex grinned and pointed to the bird. "I found a new friend who needed help. We shared food, and now we're going to explore together." Stego, Triny, and Velvy nodded, their hearts filled with happiness. "What a great way to make new friends, Rex," said Stego. "You always know how to spread kindness." The little bird chirped, "Thank you, Rex, and thank you, everyone. You've shown me that sharing and helping others is what makes the world a better place." And so the group of friends spent the rest of the day together, laughing and playing in the beautiful forest, knowing that kindness and friendship would always be the best adventure of all. Moral of the story: helping others and sharing with friends makes the world a happier place. Please like, subscribe, share, and visit our channel for more fun stories. Happy learning!
The bravest little dino. In the lush valley of Dino Ridge, a tiny dinosaur named Rory lived among towering longnecks, mighty T-Rexes, and swift raptors. Rory was the smallest dino anyone had ever seen. While the others roared loudly and stomped through the jungle, Rory's voice was a soft squeak, and her footsteps barely made a sound. "Rory, you're too small to help," the big dinos often teased. They laughed when she tried to gather berries or offered to carry sticks for the nests. But Rory didn't let their words upset her. Deep down, she believed she could make a difference, even if she was small. One sunny morning, a loud commotion echoed through the valley. "Help! Help!" cried a triceratops named Trixie. Everyone ran to see what was wrong. Trixie's baby, a tiny triceratops named Spike, had wandered too close to the edge of the scary canyon. The ground beneath him was loose, and one wrong step could send him tumbling into the abyss. The larger dinos tried to approach Spike, but their heavy steps shook the ground, causing cracks to spread. "We're too big," cried a stegosaurus. "What do we do?" The crowd murmured nervously. No one dared to step closer, except Rory. "I can do it," Rory squeaked. "You? But you're too small," a T-Rex scoffed. "That's why I'm perfect for the job," Rory replied, her eyes shining with determination. With careful steps, Rory tiptoed toward Spike. The ground wobbled beneath her, but her light frame didn't cause it to crumble. Spike trembled with fear, his little horns quivering. "It's okay, Spike," Rory said gently. "I'm here to help." She stretched out her tiny arms. "Hold on to me, and we'll get back to safety together." Spike hesitated, but Rory's calm voice gave him courage. Slowly, he inched closer until he was close enough for Rory to guide him. Step by tiny step, Rory led Spike back to solid ground. The crowd of dinosaurs cheered as Rory and Spike reached safety. Trixie nuzzled her baby, tears of relief streaming down her face. "You did it, Rory," she exclaimed. The bigger dinos looked at Rory with newfound respect. "We were wrong about you," said the T-Rex. "You may be small, but you have the biggest heart of all." From that day on, Rory was no longer overlooked or teased. Whenever someone doubted themselves, Rory would remind them, courage comes in all sizes. Even the smallest dino can do big things. And so, Rory, the bravest little dino, became a hero in Dino Ridge, proving that being small didn't mean being powerless. It just meant having a unique kind of strength. Moral: courage comes in all sizes. Please like and subscribe for more fun videos. Happy learning! Episode 1. Stego's Problem-Solving Party. It was a bright, sunny day in Dino Valley, and Stego the Stegosaurus was excited. Today, he was hosting a big party for all his friends. He had planned everything: the decorations, the food, and the games. "This will be the best party ever," he thought, smiling. As the guests arrived, everything seemed perfect. Rex, Triny, Velvy, and Pero were all there, ready to have fun. But just as Stego was about to welcome everyone, trouble started. First, a strong gust of wind blew away the colorful decorations. Velvy tried to chase after them, but they flew too high. "Oh no! Now the party looks plain," Stego sighed. Then, the delicious snack Stego had prepared went missing. "Where's all the food?" Rex asked, sniffing around. That's when they saw Pero, who had accidentally knocked over the snack table while practicing his flying tricks. The fruit and leaves were now scattered on the ground. "Oops, I didn't mean to," Pero said, looking guilty. As if things couldn't get worse, dark clouds covered the sky. Within minutes, raindrops started falling. "Rain? But I planned outdoor games." Stego groaned. Everything seemed to be going wrong. Stego felt like giving up, but then he took a deep breath. "I can fix this," he said. He was known for being the wisest dino in the group, and now was the time to prove it. "First, let's find another way to make the place look fun," Stego said. He grabbed some colorful leaves and flowers and used them to make new decorations. Triny helped arrange them into beautiful patterns. "Wow, this looks even better than before," she said. Next, Stego thought about the food. "We still have some fruits left. Let's make something new." He and Rex gathered the remaining fruits and made a delicious fruit salad. And this might be even tastier than our original snacks, Rex said, happily munching away. Finally, Stego turned to the biggest problem, the rain. Since we can't play outside, let's move the games under the big tree, he suggested. And instead of running races, let's play a storytelling game. Everyone agreed, and soon, they were all gathered under the giant tree, taking turns telling silly stories. Even Velvy, who loved running, had fun making up the fastest dinosaur story ever. Laughter filled the air, and nobody even cared about the rain anymore. By the end of the party, the sun peeked out from behind the clouds again. Stego looked around at his happy friends and smiled. I thought my party was ruined, but it turned out even better than I planned. That's because you didn't give up,
Triny said.
Yeah, you solved every problem with a great idea, Velvy added. Stego beamed. He had learned an important lesson. When things go wrong, the best thing to do is stay calm and find a solution. As the party ended, Pero flapped his wings. Next time, I'll try not to knock over the food, he said, making everyone laugh. And with that, the dinos walked home, happy and full, knowing that even the biggest problems could be solved with a little creativity and teamwork. Moral of the story: thinking calmly can fix big problems. Please like and subscribe for more fun Dino series.
Episode 2: Rex and the Missing Egg. It was a bright morning in Dino Valley, and Rex the T-Rex was out for a walk when he stumbled upon something unusual: a large, speckled dinosaur egg lying all alone in the grass. Rex's big eyes grew wide with surprise. "Whoa! A lost egg!" he exclaimed, gently nudging it with his nose. Rex knew he had to protect it. "Don't worry, little egg. I'll keep you safe until we find your family," he promised. He carefully rolled the egg onto a soft patch of grass, proudly standing guard like a true protector. But Rex had a problem. He wasn't very good at staying still. His legs itched to move and his tail kept twitching. "Maybe if I roll the egg somewhere more comfortable," he thought. Carefully, he nudged it with his nose. The egg wobbled, then, oops, rolled down a small hill. "Oh!" Rex cried, chasing after it. The egg bounced gently over the grass, heading straight toward the edge of a rocky slope. Rex dashed after it, his big feet thudding on the ground. "Come back, little egg." Just as the egg was about to roll off the edge, Rex reached out with his tiny arms. Too late! The egg tumbled over, disappearing from sight. Rex froze, his heart pounding. "Oh no, I've lost the egg." Feeling panicked, Rex rushed to find his friends. First, he found Triny the Triceratops and Velvy the Velociraptor playing near the river. "Help! I lost a dinosaur egg," Rex blurted. "Don't worry, Rex. We'll find it together," Triny said confidently. Velvy nodded, already sprinting ahead. "Let's follow the trail." The three dinos raced to the rocky slope. Looking down, they saw the egg had rolled into a patch of tall grass. "There it is," Velvy shouted, speeding down the hill. But as Velvy got closer, a big rock blocked his path. He tried to jump over it, but slipped and tumbled into the grass with a thud. Rex's heart raced. "We have to be careful. We don't want to crack the egg." Then came Stego, the wise Stegosaurus, strolling by. "What's all the fuss?" he asked. Rex explained everything, his eyes filled with worry. Stego thought for a moment, then smiled. "We need teamwork and a smart plan." Stego used his strong tail to gently push the big rock aside, clearing the path. Triny carefully walked around the rough patches, using her horns to move prickly bushes. Velvy guided Rex, showing him where to step to avoid slipping. Finally, Rex reached the egg. It was safe, resting softly in the grass. Rex gently picked it up with his tiny arms, holding it close. "Phew! I thought I'd lost you forever," he whispered. Just then, they heard a gentle cooing sound. A mother dinosaur appeared, looking worried. It was a Maiasaura, a duck-billed dinosaur known for being a caring parent. "This must be her egg," Stego said. Rex carefully rolled the egg toward the mother. She sniffed it, then gave Rex a grateful nudge with her nose. Rex smiled. "I promised to keep you safe, little egg, and I did. With a little help from my friends." The dinos cheered, proud of their teamwork. As they walked home, Rex realized something important. Moral of the story: teamwork makes everything possible. Please like, subscribe, and visit our channel for more fun stories. Happy learning! Episode 3: Triny finds her courage. Triny, the curious triceratops, loved exploring Dino Valley. She was always asking questions and discovering new things. But there was one place she had never dared to go: the deep fern forest. Trees were so tall that they blocked out most of the sunlight, and strange noises echoed from within. One sunny morning, Triny's friends, Rex, Velvy, Stego, and Ptero, were playing near the forest when they heard a loud thump. "What was that?" Velvy asked, his eyes wide. "I think it came from inside the deep fern forest," Stego said. "Let's check it out." Pero flapped his wings excitedly. Triny gulped. "And maybe we should just stay here. Could be something scary." "Oh, come on, Triny," Rex said with a friendly nudge. "It's probably just a fallen tree." But Triny wasn't so sure. She had heard stories about strange creatures living in the deep fern forest. However, she didn't want to seem like a scaredy dino in front of her friends, so she took a deep breath and followed them. As they entered the forest, the air grew cooler and shadows danced between the trees. The thump came again, louder this time. Triny's legs trembled, but she kept moving. Suddenly, crack! A branch snapped behind her. Triny yelped and jumped, bumping into Rex. "Something's following us," she whispered. The group turned around, but there was nothing there. Pero giggled. "Relax, Triny. It was just a falling branch." Triny nodded, but she still felt uneasy. They continued walking until they reached a small clearing. There, in the middle, stood a baby ankylosaurus trapped under a pile of fallen leaves and branches. "Oh no! It must have been making the thumping noises while trying to get free!" Triny exclaimed. "We have to help," Velvy said, rushing forward. Rex tried to push the branches away, but they were too heavy. "I don't think I can do this alone." Triny knew this was her chance to be brave. Even though she was scared, she couldn't leave the baby ankylosaurus trapped. "I have an idea," she said. "If we all work together, we can push the branches off one at a time." With Stego's strength, Velvy's speed, Rex's power, Pero's flying skills, and Triny's plan, they carefully moved the branches away. Finally, the baby ankylosaurus wiggled free and gave a happy squeak. "We did it!" Triny cheered, forgetting her fear for a moment. The baby ankylosaurus nuzzled Triny as if to say thank you before waddling back into the forest. As they left the deep fern forest, Triny realized something important. She had been scared, but she didn't let fear stop her from helping someone in need. "See, Triny," Stego said with a smile. "You were braver than you thought." Triny beamed. Maybe the deep fern forest isn't so scary after all. From that day on, whenever Triny felt afraid, she reminded herself of her adventure in the deep fern forest. 'Cause courage isn't about never being scared, it's about facing your fears anyways. Moral: facing your fears lead to bravery. Please like, share, subscribe, and visit our channel for more fun stories. Happy learning! Episode 4: Rex Learns to Share. In the heart of Dino Valley, where tall ferns swayed and volcanoes rumbled in the distance, lived Rex, the friendliest and clumsiest T-Rex. One day, while stomping through the forest, he stumbled upon the biggest pile of juicy ferns, bright berries, and crunchy leaves he had ever seen. "Oh wow! A whole feast just for me!" Rex roared excitedly, licking his lips. He quickly gathered as much food as he could, stacking it into a huge pile next to his cave. Just then, Stego, Triny, Velvy, and Pero arrived. "Wow, Rex! That's a lot of food," Triny said, eyes wide. "Can we share some?" "We haven't found much to eat today," Stego asked kindly. Rex shook his big head. "No way. I found it, so it's mine." "You should have looked harder." His friends looked disappointed, but they didn't argue. They walked away, leaving Rex to enjoy his mountain of food. For a while, Rex chomped happily. But soon he realized something. Eating alone wasn't as fun as he thought. It was too quiet. He missed his friends' laughter and their stories. Then, something unexpected happened. A strong gust of wind blew through the valley, sending some of Rex's food rolling down a hill, right into a deep cave. "Oh no!" Rex gasped. He hurried after the food but slipped and tumbled inside the dark cave. "Oh!" he muttered, looking around. The entrance was too steep to climb out alone. Meanwhile, his friends were nearby when they heard his voice echoing. "Rex? Where are you?" Velvy called. "I fell into a cave. I need help." Rex's voice was small and scared. Stego, Triny, Velvy, and Pero quickly worked together. Triny used her strong horns to push rocks aside, while Velvy ran to find a vine. Pero flew above, guiding them to the best way inside. After much effort, they finally pulled Rex out. "Phew! Thanks, guys," Rex panted, dusting himself off. "I don't know what I'd do without you. That's what friends are for." Pero grinned. Rex looked at his friends, then at his huge pile of food. Suddenly, he felt bad. They had helped him even after he had been selfish. "You know what?" Rex said. "I don't want to eat alone. Let's all share." His friends cheered, and together they enjoyed the feast. The food tasted even better with laughter and friendship. From that day on, Rex never kept food to himself again. He had learned an important lesson. Sharing makes everything better. Please like, share, subscribe, and via our channel for more fun stories.
The little Dino who wanted to roar like a lion. In the heart of Dino Valley, there lived a small dinosaur named Rolo. Rolo was a young Parasaurolophus with a long, curved crest on his head. But unlike the other dinosaurs, Rolo had a big dream. He wanted to roar like a mighty lion. One day, while playing near the river, Rolo heard a loud roar echoing through the valley. It was Leo, the king of the jungle, who had wandered into Dino Valley. His roar was so powerful that even the trees seemed to tremble. "Wow!" Rolo gasped. "I want to roar like that." He rushed to his best friends, Trixie the Triceratops and Spike the Spinosaurus. "I'm going to learn how to roar like a lion," he declared. Trixie giggled. "But Rolo, you're a Parasaurolophus. We make beautiful honking sounds, not roars." Spike nodded. "Yeah, your crest helps you make special sounds. Why change?" But Rolo was determined. He climbed a tall rock, took a deep breath, and squeak! Trixie and Spike burst into laughter. "That's not a roar, Rolo." Spike chuckled. Embarrassed but not discouraged, Rolo decided to ask the wisest dinosaur in the valley, Grandpa Bronto, the old Brachiosaurus. "Grandpa Bronto, how can I roar like a lion?" Rolo asked eagerly. The wise old dino smiled. "Why do you want to sound like a lion, little one?" "Because it sounds strong and powerful," Rolo replied. Grandpa Bronto chuckled. "Every creature has a special gift. A lion's roar is powerful, but so is your own voice. Have you ever heard your crest's call echo through the valley?" Rolo shook his head. "Try it," Grandpa Bronto encouraged. Rolo climbed a rock, lifted his head, and let out a deep honking sound. Honk! The sound echoed across the valley, bouncing off cliffs and trees. It was loud and beautiful. Birds took flight, and other dinosaurs turned to listen. "Whoa!" Rolo gasped. Trixie and Spike cheered. "That was amazing!" Just then Leo the lion appeared. "That was an incredible call, little Dino. Even I can't do that." Rolo beamed with pride. He finally understood. He didn't need to roar like a lion to be special. He had his own unique voice, and that was more than enough. Moral of the story: everyone has their own special talents. Instead of trying to be like others, embrace what makes you unique. Please like, subscribe, share, and visit our channel for more fun stories.